The eel you eat every day may be one of the most mysterious creatures on Earth. For thousands of years, humans have caught them, studied them, and eaten them, yet have never fully uncovered the secret of their reproduction. The strangest part is that when you dissect an ordinary eel, you can barely find any reproductive organs. As a young man, Freud searched for eel testes. By personally dissecting nearly 400 eels, he spent months examining them under a microscope, but found absolutely nothing. More than 2,000 years ago, Aristotle also studied eels, and reached a conclusion that people believe, for nearly 2 millennia, that eels grew out of mud. Even today, despite countless hours and resources invested by scientists worldwide, no one has ever directly witnessed eels mating in the wild, nor has anyone filmed them laying eggs. In the late 19th century, scientists discovered a transparent creature in the Mediterranean Sea that had never been seen before. It looked like a floating willow leaf in the ocean, with a paper-thin body and only a tiny head visible. Everyone thought they had discovered a new species, so they named it the Leptocephalus, and gave it its own classification. For nearly a century afterward, countless scientists published papers and held conferences about this mysterious creature, yet no one realized that these so-called new species were actually eel larvae. In 1896, a French zoologist kept a Leptocephalus in a laboratory. A few months later, he was astonished to discover that this transparent little leaf had gradually transformed into a real eel. Through a complete metamorphosis, the eel had disguised itself as another species and successfully fooled the scientific world for a century. Once the identity of the larvae was revealed, a new mystery emerged. Where exactly were these larvae born? In 1904, Danish scientist Johannes Schmidt decided to find the answer himself. He led expeditions across the Atlantic, specifically collecting leptocephali. After years of tracking them, he noticed that the farther west he sailed, the smaller the leptocephali he caught became. Based on this pattern, he concluded that their birthplace must lie even farther west. And so, he spent a full 19 years following the traces of these tiny creatures across the vast ocean. Eventually, all clues pointed to a mysterious region, the Sargasso Sea. The Sargasso Sea is surrounded by no land. Instead, it is enclosed by massive ocean currents, forming a secluded sea within the sea. Schmidt announced that all European eels were born there. The discovery shocked the entire biological community. It meant that an ordinary eel on your dinner table had parents that crossed nearly 6,000 kilometers of the Atlantic Ocean just to reach this mysterious breeding ground. Even more astonishingly, while living in freshwater rivers for decades, eels show no interest in reproduction at all, as if they were lifelong celibates. Yet one day, it is as though a dormant switch inside them suddenly turns on after years of sleep. Their bodies begin undergoing dramatic changes. Their skin changes from yellow-brown to silver-white. Their eyes grow larger, and their visual systems are rebuilt to adapt to the darkness of the deep sea. At the same time, their stomachs and intestines gradually shrink and even dissolve, because once the journey begins, they will never eat again. The space freed up is used to develop reproductive organs, the very organs that countless scientists search for, but could never find. They only appear during the final stage of life. After completing this transformation, the eel heads unhesitatingly into the depths of the Atlantic. Using its ability to sense Earth's magnetic field, it navigates thousands of kilometers of ocean. Without maps or guidance, adult eels eventually reach the core region of the Sargasso Sea. However, once they enter the spawning grounds, almost all signals disappear at the same time. It is as if they deliberately evade humanity's final attempt to observe them. Taking all their secrets into the depths of the ocean, scientists believe they complete mating and spawning there, then exhaust the last of their strength, and slowly sink to the seafloor to die. For eels, death is the final gift they give to the next generation. Even today, humans still cannot get eels to complete their entire reproductive cycle in captivity. Japanese scientists spent more than 40 years just to barely achieve artificial hatching through hormone treatments and simulated deep-sea conditions. Yet larval survival rates remain extremely low, and the costs are staggering. As a result, nearly every piece of grilled eel and every bowl of eel rice still depends on wild-caught juvenile eels. In other words, despite mastering countless advanced technologies, humans still have not truly learned how to help eels reproduce successfully. This ancient creature has survived on Earth for tens of millions of years. It lived through the age of dinosaurs, witnessed the ice ages, and saw the rise and development of human civilization. Yet even today, our understanding of it remains only the tip of the iceberg. We roughly know where it goes, but not what force compels it to begin its journey. We know it reaches the Sargasso Sea, but not what truly happens to it there. We know it ultimately dies, yet no one has ever witnessed its final moments. All of its secrets are carried into a part of the deep ocean beyond human reach. Some say the universe's deepest secrets lie among distant stars, but perhaps the world's greatest mystery is sitting right on your dining table. You see it every day and may even eat it, yet you have never truly understood it.